Hello and welcome to Today in Quarantine. I'm your host, Renee Cross, coming to you live from Lincoln, Nebraska. And today I am joined by the illustrious Guadalupe Montour, young adult pastor at the College View Church here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Pastor Gua, welcome back. It's been a minute.
I know it has been a minute. Good to be back. I'm loving your dad jokes. I was just telling her that. If you have not tuned in just to listen to her dad jokes, you're missing out. So don't worry. You can go on the Well Worship YouTube page and find the dad jokes because they're hilarious.
It's true. That's true. We're on episode 42, which means this has officially been 6 weeks of this thing going.
Crazy. I'm
I know.
done.
I know.
I'm done. I really was feeling that way yesterday. I was done. I'm done of being like, it's like constantly walking on eggshells. Have you ever walked on an eggshell?
No.
It hurts a lot. So it's like consistently walking on eggshells just to experience the outdoors or say hello to somebody. So yeah, I'm a little bit done with that, but I thank the Lord for the things that he's allowed me to do while in quarantine.
Yeah, me too. It's just it's been definitely a motivation lacking week for me a little bit, but we're pushing through because things still need to get done.
That's right.
So there's that. So what have you been up to in quarantine in the past couple days since you've been on the podcast?
Well, because I'm getting older and I can't remember what I did yesterday, I can tell you what I did today. Well, I can guarantee you that for the last week, I've burnt about 5 different meals I've been trying to cook.
Oh no.
So I'm consistent with that. But today was a little inconsistent. I'm not a usual Facebook Market shopper, but yesterday something caught my eye. Somebody was selling raspberry bushes, $5 a piece. And if you've ever bought a raspberry bush, you know that they can get a little bit pricey. So I said $5 each. I'm going to go and see. So anyway, we made the arrangements. Of course, it was $5 a bush. I got 3 bushes. You know, there's just like, it sounds like bush, but it's really like this little tiny thing that grows bush during the summer seasons. And of course, you know, I was ready. I was like, okay, well, if this is a killer, let me bring my bat, you know? So yes, I did pack a bat, y'all.
Oh my goodness, you're ready.
I'm ready. I don't play. I'm from New York City. Look, I've known people who have gone to jail because they've lured people in. This is like back during Craigslist. They have lured people in through Craigslist and killed them. And they're now in jail. Like, this is someone I know. So, you know, I'm made from where I was grown. So, but praise the Lord, it was a good place. I Googled it ahead of time. It looked like a legitimate neighborhood. I drove around a little. I noticed there was a lot of people hanging out on their front lawns. And then when I got there was no bushes. I was like, where are the bushes? You know, I could take the bushes. It was kind of like an honor system. I dropped my money, take the bushes. No bushes. Anyway, turns out that the lady before me took everybody's bushes, including another lady that had that arrived. But see, it's okay. It's okay because she came back with them after the lady called her and said, hey, you took everybody's bushes. So that's what happened. But I got my bushes and I tilled my ground a little bit more. I smoothed it out. And then I transplanted my raspberry bushes. I just have to wait for my husband to open up his new like toolkit so I can, you know, trim them down. So I'm a little excited about that. I really do love gardening. It really is a lot of work. Like, I'm a sweaty mess, y'all, but I feel accomplished, and that's all that matters.
There you go. And speaking of gardening, you've not only got recently you acquired like a little garden box, and you've also started what?
I started a in the ground garden.
Nice.
One of our church members, God bless his heart, called me up and he was like, I'd like to help you start your own ground garden. And I was like, sure. Because I've done gardening before. I do this because it's always been box gardening. And I've grown a whole bunch of things. But this is like my first time with a good plot of land that has been tilled. And he was like, you don't even need to, you know, he's like straight up from Iowa, you know, like grew up on a farm. He's like, with this mid-American soil, you don't need to put any fertilizer. It's just good to go. And I was like, should have known. I wish I would have known that before I spent $30 on the soil I put in my box.
Well, nice.
But it's been a blessing. Yeah. How about you? How's your garden coming along?
It's coming. I was looking in. I still haven't moved anything outside yet because I'm afraid of what will happen to them. But I'm thinking I'll probably do that in the next, probably tomorrow. And what's growing in my box is something. We'll see what happens. I got some good onions growing, I think.
And you started everything from seedlings, right?
Yeah, from seeds. So it's just like,
you're so gangster. That's so great. Like a good gangster, like a garden gangster. You're such a garden gangster. Growing it from seed, yo, that's mad respect.
That, I have much respect for those who actually grow things from seeds, because I don't know if this is gonna work out. We might have to go get some seedlings from somewhere, or like, I don't know. I've been doing a lot of composting, so whatever seeds I get out of that, I'm gonna just throw in the garden and be like, spring forth something.
Right? Yeah. That's, I mean, I guess gardening was one of the first things that God said for us to do, Yeah. But I'm sure it was crop like the next day.
Yeah. And the other thing about gardening is that it was one of the things that God cursed. He was like, hey, from now on, you will work the ground. It will not be easy. And here we are.
I was so cursed today then, because I was working that ground. I had sweat like in my eyes, and I couldn't see while I was like, like whatever. I don't even know what this is, but I was doing something with the ground. And the sweat was all in my eyes. And I was like, the back of my neck was burning because the sun was just blazing, which is great. I'm not complaining about it. I'm happy that it is sunny and the clouds are gone, because I was just done.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what I did yesterday with my husband? What? And you probably already know this because you've been here for 4 years. So you have to understand, everyone, I am from New England. So please understand that these are my New York City, New England. These are my frameworks in which I live and see the world. So yesterday I drove to a certain part of town and I walked the property of a certain complex because they have waterfalls in their complex. And I'm not going to say the name. I don't want you to go there and overpopulate and then they'll ban everybody. But I went there and we walked around with my dog and the kids, and I got to look at water and the waterfalls. And then last night, my husband was like, let's go for a walk on campus. And guys, I've been on Union campus for a minute. But, there's a little waterfall thing there by like the Kruger Center.
Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah, yes. For sure.
So I was like, what am I doing going to this place? I can just come here because they have a little stone bench and just sit here and do everything from here. So anyway, just reminding you, Renee, that if you are looking for a miniature waterfall, you too can go and see one.
I had to think about that for a second. I was like, oh yeah, they do have water that falls there. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's beautiful. One of my church members had, anyway, I don't remember who it was. So just know that if I'm talking about you, I'm not talking about you because I don't know who it was. But so they posted something on Facebook, and it was, they were visiting their parents' home here in Nebraska. And I guess their parents had built like a stone river all across like the back of their yard. And it was like legit. Like I was like, I need to go to this woman's house. And I need to go. I like, can I build this river in my yard? I rent, but I don't know if can I build this river, like the stone river thing in my yard?
Yeah.
I would never leave my house, guys. I would just invite all of you to come see me, because I wouldn't go to you. I would just say, come, my backyard is a place of escape, an oasis. Come visit me. That is my dream.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. Man, I do, like, I didn't think about it until we were talking about it the other day, but I do miss like just kind of seeing random waterfalls and random rivers all around the place. It's not much of that here, but it's good to know that just across the street there's a little mini one. What?
If you ever go to, anyway, I'm not comparing, just know I'm not comparing. But I did spend some time on the campus of UNL, like by their student center. And I don't know if you were with me, Renee, when we did this. It was kind of, we do it at the beginning of every year. We gather some, students that are part of our church or the churches around us, and we go there for kind of like their welcome. I forget the name of it. Welcome back, students. If you want to be connected to a spiritual group, here are the spiritual groups. So we kind of line up and, tell them the things that we offer, and we give away gum or whatever. But right where we are in the student center, they have like this beautiful, like just exquisite landscape waterfallish thingy. And I love it. I love it. But yeah, you have guys, Renee's also from New England, So yeah, it is we do miss it. I'm talking on behalf of us. We do miss the water.
It's true. We miss it a lot.
And I never realized, I never realized, if any of you follow me on Facebook, you will notice around September, October, all I will do is post pictures of New England. And
it's true. Yep. It's true.
It's so exquisite. There's nothing like New England fall. The pumpkins, the apples, the ciders, the hot chocolate, the hay rides. Don't cry, Renee.
It's get the corn mazes, just the crisp fall air, the leaves, everything. It's like almost summer and I'm getting homesick for fall. That's the worst.
It's so true. I was just telling my kids, I was like, man, I really love spring and fall. But winter and summer, I don't know. But then I was like, but the Lord says don't be lukewarm. And spring and fall are like the lukewarm seasons, like it's either or, baby. And I can't get out of this lukewarm mentality in terms of seasons. Wow. So tell me again the things that you planted. You said your onions are growing good.
Well, I planted like 9 different plants, and right now like 3 of them are doing okay. The onions, the onions, I think there's some spinach growing up. I'm also not sure what I planted and where. So the onions, spinach, I think there's eggplant growing. There's a pepper plant, I think, growing. Yeah, okay. I think we're somewhere around 3, maybe 4. I tossed some cantaloupe in the garden the other day, so maybe that'll grow. We'll see what happens. Truly, I don't know. I might end up with just a box of dirt at the end of the summer. Yeah. So
I'm sorry.
He'll be all right.
So which ones are doing well? You said you planted 9, 3 of them are going well. Which ones are growing well? The onions.
The onions. There's a little pepper plant, and I think eggplant and yeah, we'll see.
That's really good.
Yeah, I also, like I said, I can't tell which one is quite which. So like I said, it might be a pile of dirt. I really won't know until things start growing on there because I can't remember what I planted. But we'll try it again later.
Let me tell you that I have seedlings that I planted. None of them are actually seedlings yet. They're just in the ground sleeping. But I planted about like 40 to 60 plants, right? Or seeds. But about 40 of them are from seeds that I've had for like 2-3 years. Answer me now, will they still grow? I don't know.
I think there's a timeline on that. I'm not really sure what it is, but I feel like there's some sort of time, I don't
I'm not
know.
a gardener, and I was just like, I have these seeds, I'm just going to use them. Let's see what happens. But if anything comes to be, I did plant wheatgrass. So I'll have a whole bunch of wheatgrass for juicing from the other fruits I have to actually go to the store and buy. But we'll be filled with wheatgrass. But I hope that your pepper plant grows, because pepper plants are expensive. We went to a place nearby, and it was like $9 for the pepper plant that I bought. So I'm like, this bad boy better at least give me a whole summer's worth of peppers. And we eat a lot of peppers, and I'm not talking about like spicy jalapeno peppers, it's just like regular, like bell peppers. So I hope your pepper does well, because then, all the hard work and sweat that went into planting that bad boy and caring for it will save you $9.
I hope so. Save me a lot of money is the hope.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what the point is where I give up on some seeds and like go buy some full-grown plants or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, I want to share something with you.
Yeah.
So I'm really into this. You're going to see the bottom of my computer real quick, but then you're about to see my whole computer. Can you see it? Do you see that?
Is that a sticker?
It is. It is a sticker of Nebraska with the most amazing colors. It says The Good Life on it. It is awesome. And
nice.
It was free shipping, and I only bought one. I paid $2.50 and the shipping was free.
That's a good deal.
It's called, you can find her at at _Meg_Creates_, and she is selling a whole bunch of like little stickers like this, but I love it. And then this is my next favorite purchase. Anyway, I'm not being sponsored, just an FYI. It's just things I love. I need to say that. And then one of my homegirls is making some lip balm.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, Nude. It's called Nude. Oh, sorry, upside down. Yeah. Nude. I wanted you to guess with it being upside down. Nude lip balm. It's a lavender lip balm. Yo, it comes down so smooth.
Is it?
So good. It's so nice.
I need to buy some. I haven't gotten to the point where I've bought some yet, but I need to.
Oh, y'all need to get on this. You can find, what is it? I don't even know the handle. Online.
I got you. Hold on.
You got it?
At nude.balm. BALM.
Boom. I don't even know if you can see that. Nude. Slow. Anyway, go, like, this is really good. And it wasn't that expensive. And I've tried a lot of these. You know, I used to make these for myself, but I never made them so smooth. Like, they're really good. She has a really good ratio going on here in terms of ingredients. So anyway, go to that. Support a small business. I also went to Juju's vegan Cajun restaurant today.
I was just about to say, that's the man. He's got such good food. And he's still up and running. So
he really still is up and running. So I got the privilege today. You know, you go in, you order, and you can wait inside, but because the door's open. But you know, we waited outside. And if you've ever been to you've been to Juju's, obviously. Okay. Have you? And yeah, and we went together when I took that like silly picture of me in like this tiny house.
We've never been together.
We've never been together?
No, we haven't.
Well, that's awkward.
A little bit.
But have you seen it? There's like this little wooden, like almost like a tiny house right in front of it.
Yep.
So I've been in there, I've taken pictures in it. And today I went with my girls and we looked inside and there's a bird's nest in there with a bird in it.
Oh.
A big bird. Okay. Oh. It wasn't yellow. It's not a real big bird, but it was a big bird. And we just could not tell if the bird was real or mechanical. Its eyes are blinking, its beak was opening, but the way it was doing it, it was either dying or it was mechanical because the way it was so robotic in the way it was doing things. So anyway, I was hoping you would answer my question as to whether or not it was real or not, but I guess you don't know.
I have no idea. I mean, I have a friend who truly believes that pigeons are like cameras from the government. So maybe it is real. Conspiracy. All right. Well, can you give us our weather report for here in Nebraska? How's the weather outside?
The weather is so good. It says a high of 73. When I was out there way earlier, it was still a high of 66. But since I was working in the ground, I think it's actually hotter than 73 degrees right now. But yeah, go outside, go for a walk, y'all. Get your vitamins, especially that D1, and just enjoy it.
Nice. Yeah, I'm planning on going on a bike ride later this evening.
I gotta go buy this bike. I need it to go biking. Yeah, there's so many bike trails.
It's a great time. It's a really great time. All right. Well, here are a couple of dad jokes for your day. I was making some food the other day, and the recipe said set the oven to 180 degrees. But then I couldn't open it because it was facing the wall.
That's so stupid.
Come on. You know, I store all of these jokes in a database.
It was so, I mean, you know, there's possibilities that people have done this, that this joke came out of a real life experience.
Oh, for sure. It could be.
Yeah.
We can't make fun of them. You know, geology rocks, but geography is where it's at.
That's so funny.
It is funny. Sometimes I like scroll through like a list of jokes, and I see them and they just make me crack up, but I can't say them out loud. It's just funny. A cemetery is a terrible setting for a convincing horror story because there's just too many plot holes. Half of this joy is like being able to see somebody else's face when I tell this joke, because then they're like, oh my goodness, and they're like, their eyes roll in the back of their head. That's what you just did.
Did I? Oh,
I didn't see your eyes.
That.
Huh?
I wasn't even conscious. Was I like?
Yeah. You're like, that's all right. I'm not offended much. I don't know if I said this one already on the show, but I could tell you a coronavirus joke, but it would take you 2 weeks until you get it.
I think at this point what's making me laugh is the fact that you find it hilarious.
Funny. How are you not cracking up? Oh my goodness. Oh man. But I hope you guys take these jokes and share them with somebody that you know, because you never know. You could give them like something else to groan about or something else to laugh about. It's just a good time. Times. Oh boy. Well, that brings us to the end of today's quarantine episode. Thank you all for joining us. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you tomorrow in quarantine for another episode of Today in Quarantine. Have a great day, everybody, and to all a good night.